first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. We double honors the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Aki, for support, the truth, and sincerity. All right, Gms Wisconsin, coming to prophesy against America, all right, which is Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. Okay, and our job is to come out here and forewarn you of the things to come. All right, plain and simple. Also, our job, all right, is to bring down the strongholds of the lies of the society that's been perpetuated throughout the centuries. Okay, and one of the biggest lies is that we're African American. All right, we're Negroes, we're black. All right, which black is the color in the crayon box. Okay, we have a nationality according to what God gave us. All right, and we come out here to declare that. All right, in the eyes of our enemies. Okay, because they're trying to erase our identity from the world, from the earth. Okay, and this is the final stand. This is the last stand. Okay, because judgment for the controversy of Zion, because our enemies are turned against us and they want to wipe us out. Well, the Lord has something to say about it. Okay, and He put the Spirit on us to come to declare His prophecies and things that's going to be done in the future, the near future. All right, to the planet Earth, to you people in the earth, okay, because the time of the Lord's vengeance is at hand, all right, and the redemption of His people is at hand, okay. So you can start with that article, right, and read it loud for these Edomites. Ooh, these proud ass Edomites.
This is an article from NBC News. It says,
this is for you proud white people. You got to understand that America is about to fall, and it's about to fall in the worst case scenario, all right?
That's right.
This is for you proud ass white people. All right, go ahead.
Homeland Security warns of heightened extremist threats.
Right. Okay, extremist threats. And who they identify as extremists? They're going to say religious groups, all right? They're going to say these people who are in militias, who are against the government, okay? All right, go ahead.
Basically, Uvalde, Texas copycats. But it says, reading on, it says the Department of Homeland Security warned Tuesday of potential domestic violence in the coming months due to severe high-profile events.
Right, severe high-profile events. So basically, what's going to happen to what's about to commence? All right, you're gonna have anarchy. All right, spilling out all over America, all over the world. All right. Okay, because this is the pretense so they can bring in a police state. A lot of this stuff is just generated. All right, we call it generated crises. All right, and as long as you people continue to live your lives and not pay attention to what's going on in world politics, all right, and you ignore the signs that's happening in the world, you're going to be perplexed by the things that come upon this place. Okay, you're going to be perplexed. You're not going to know what to do. But what? We understand what's going on. Thessalonians 5 and 1. Go ahead.
But it says the United States remains in a heightened threat environment.
Right. Do y'all understand that? You don't understand what that means? A heightened threat environment. That means people are going to get more violent. Okay? You've been seeing the mass shootings. That's only going to get worse. Okay? Because what? America's built on violence. All right? Y'all forgot about the transatlantic slave trade? All right? Well, we're here to remind you. Just in case you forgot. Okay? All right? So America's built on violence. And guess what America's going to bring forth? More violence. You got people talking about gun control. Take the guns away. All right? That's not going to do absolutely anything. In England, right now, they got people with knives. They wield knives. All right? A lot of people don't even have guns over there in Europe. And guess what? The violent crime rate is still up. Because what? You have to address the mentality, all right, the culture, all right, in which they produce to the people. You see? And what do they produce to you Americans? Violent culture, all right? You got drill music, all right? That's being pushed by the white establishment, the entertainment establishment, okay? To you young, impressionable, idiot blacks out there, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So you take hold on this drill music, this way of life, send the addy, run down, shoot you up type of message, all right? And you apply that to your everyday life, okay? So America's built on violence, all right? And that's what America produces. They produce mass violence, okay? So don't be acting like, you know, this ain't the cause. You see, get rid of the guns. No, get rid of the music. But y'all not gonna do it, okay? Go ahead.
But it says, Salaki, reading on, it says, in the coming months, we expect the threat environment to become more dynamic.
Right, and see now, there's always been mass shootings in America. They just don't put it on the news. Now, you never let a good crisis go to waste. So what do? All right, you put these mass shootings on the news, all right? Because America's always been violent, okay? America's always been violent, okay? So now they put it on the news, and now this is the narrative they push. Oh, we gotta get rid of the guns. Yeah, see, because that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna hear nothing but that, okay? And then you got lone wolf people that know what time it is, and they're waking up because what? Especially you Edomites, because you're losing your country. You're losing your sustenance in the world. Now all over America, gas prices is at $5 and up. Where you see that at? And they get mad at us because we come out here and clarify what the hell's going on. No, what the hell's going on with you? You see? But we the problem. I guess they'd rather see us in the street killing each other rather than coming out here doing something really actually positive. You see? Which was rebuking you people because y'all sleep. Okay? And Jake know who I'm talking to. I said that shit just for him. Go ahead.
But it says, in the coming months, we expect the threat environment to become more dynamic as several high-profile events could be exploited to justify acts of violence against a range of possible targets.
And guess what? They're gonna do it when it's mass gatherings, okay? When there's concerts going on. So there's gonna be more mass shootings in these concerts. Why? A lot of them are gonna be generated so they can bring in the prison state, so they can bring in that prison society, so they can lock down things. They have another excuse to lock down things and take people's weapons. Because the real agenda is to come in, all right, and force people, okay, to really be subjected to the New World Order.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, it's about gun control. You know, all these mass shootings is coming about because of gun control. A lot of these shootings are staged, you know, are controlled by the state. You know, in order to push that narrative, hey, we gotta get rid of the guns now, because it's all part of a bigger scheme of bringing the military in as a martial law. You know,
Right.
they want as less resistance as possible when they come in to do this.
And see, you think you don't have us fooled. We know what Project MK Ultra is about. We know what Project Naomi is. We know what Project Hummingbird or Mockingbird is about. We know the CIA has a lot to do with destabilizing governments. All right, we know the CIA, all right, has a lot to do with destabilizing whole communities and societies. All right, for certain agendas. We're not stupid. It's all on the books. You can Google it. See, that's why the elites get mad. All right, because the internet is so open. That information is so open to the internet. Well, you can thank Yahweh Shem Shai. You see? Hey, somebody get truth shall spring from the earth.
All
right?
The scriptures talk about this whore skirt being lifted up.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
And her being, you know, pretty much revealed to the world.
No,
man.
that's right. And their tongues falling upon themselves. It's Psalm 64.
All right, I got it.
Well, you got it.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Right, and so this city is going to be thrown down with violence. All right? Because what? It was sown with violence. It was created with violence. All right? And the laws of nature, all right, tell you what? that which a man sowed, that shall he also reap.
Right. The saying that goes in the world, what goes around comes around.
Right.
You got Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe unto him that established the city by iniquity and blood. You know, roughly paraphrase.
Yeah. Hey, well, Isaac Newton told you that, the laws of friction. God damn it. All right. That's another way, the scientific, smart, dumbass way of saying what comes around goes around. You see? Is it more? What did I call her? Slack. 1 Thessalonians 5:1.
I got it right.
It's for the elect. Because we forewarn people. But mainly our objective is to reach the minds of the elect. Okay? And truth shall spring from the earth. You got it.
It's 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right?
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. And the day of the Lord is when the chaos commences. Okay? Because that's how the Lord gonna get his vengeance. The scriptures say that there be spirits created for vengeance. All right? Also the scriptures say that there is gonna be scourges sent for amendments, plagues, punishment. Those punishments by way of sword, by way of plagues, famine, pestilence. Okay, so those things are coming. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with trial, and they shall not escape.
Right, so they shall say peace and safety. So they're going to be in a position of comfortability. All right, they're not going to even be mindful of the things that's taking place on earth. All right, they're going to be entertained with sports. All right, with trivia and American Idol. Can you believe they, yeah, bread and circus. Can you believe they still doing that shit?
Yeah.
You know, so they're going to be distracted with all these different forms of entertainment. Okay, all right, go ahead, because the day of the Lord is as a thief of the night. The Lord, he loves this surprise factor. Okay?
The thief in the night, he gonna catch you sleeping. You know, at nighttime, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You sleep. You know, you're not aware of what's your surroundings. You know, and that's how the people in the world are.
Yeah.
That's why it tells us in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest.
Okay.
We ain't supposed to be resting and sleeping in society. We're supposed to depart from this place spiritually. You know, and prepare our hearts for the return of the Lord. Back in First
Thessalonians saying, arise, shine, for thy light is come. That's Isaiah 16:1. You know, it says the world is in gross darkness. Okay, and that darkness is dealing with wickedness, obscurity. Okay, everything absent the light. All right. Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 5:4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
Right. Right. So we're not asleep. Basically, that's sleep. If you're in darkness, you sleep. Okay? And a lot of people are asleep because that's what the Lord put. Scripture say, let me slow it down. This is very slow it down. You know? The scriptures say that the Lord put sleep on the people, man. All right? He put a spirit of sleep and a spirit of slumbering on the people, lest they repent. But ain't nobody gonna repent because what? The times of now is too juicy. It's too good to sacrifice. It's too good not to, you know what I'm saying, to turn to the Lord. You know, and that's why the scriptures say what? Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, and that's now. All right, but the doors is starting to close. Okay.
And they so sleep, they'll see the gas prices steadily rising and won't connect two and two together. They ain't saying within their minds like, damn, is this inflation or what's going on? They just, you know, it's another day. But when they hit like 10, 12, $13, man,
they count on it hitting 10 because that's the plan. All right. The plan was to generate economic instability, so whereas people won't be able to do the things that they normally done, all right, like travel. That's the main thing. They don't want people to travel because we already know what idleness does. Idleness take a whole lot away from it. All right, idleness kills you, literally. You know, it kills the mind, it kills the body, and the elites know this because they've been doing studies. They've been doing studies throughout the centuries. All right.
No, so like I was about to add, you know, and then look at what time we living in, right? These people they love attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is fast paced,
That's why
social
they
media
get it.
and things like that. So
That's
when that gets cut off, it's a
Oh,
wrap,
yeah.
man.
They ain't gonna know what to do because they're pushing the spirit of vanity and folly, and people don't know nothing more than vanity and folly. So if we can't get validation from all these people, all these likes and follows, guess what? People are gonna lose their mind because they don't have social media, and people are literally they can't live without their phone. People literally cannot live without technology.
Yeah.
And the elites said they want to bring things back to a 7th century way of living, a 7th century standard. That's no lights. That's practically you're not even you're away from society, so to speak. You might as well live in a rural area where there ain't no
The Amish or something.
Yeah. All right. Now, how many of these niggas? How many of these people know how to ride a horse? How many of these people know how to travel?
Start a fire.
Gee, it's people that can't even walk 2 miles. And 2 miles ain't nothing but 10, 15 blocks maybe. Depending on what type of blocks you're talking about. If you're talking about Milwaukee blocks, kind of short. If you're talking about Chicago blocks, those are different blocks. But
Hey, that's why these cities gonna turn into prisons.
yeah,
You know, because everything
their
is
pride.
available in these cities. You go there, go to a restaurant, you go there, go to the liquor store, go there. You know, all your needs is met, but
right.
Yeah.
convenience.
And the Lord is cutting the convenience because that's the Lord touching that comfort because of your pride. And we're gonna get that. That's Isaiah 19. The Lord is gonna touch you Egyptians, you Americans, your pride. Finish where you at, and then we're gonna jump to Truthfield Spring, and then we're gonna go back to the article. So Salaki, I know we all over the place, but bear with us. Salaki, you got it.
It's back in 1 Thessalonians 1, 5 and 5. So like it, 5 and 4. It says, "But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light, and children of the day."
The eternal wisdom. All right, we're the children of the light in the day. Okay. All right, and that day represents what? Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai he represents a whole lot of things. Okay, he represents the kingdom of heaven, the restoration of those immortal souls. All right. Okay. And he represents a whole lot, man. Okay. Could be out here all day, which that's what we hear. But go ahead, my bad.
We are not of the night, nor of darkness.
Right, this world, okay? Because this world represents the night. It represents darkness. And when you go into darkness, it goes up into obscurity. And that's why the scriptures, and obscurity is basically wickedness. And it says, they know not at what they stumble. Why? Because when you in the dark, you don't see anything. You're trying to reach for the wall, and you can't really see, and that's how these people are. They're stumbling at things they don't even know why they stumble, because they're in darkness. They don't have the light. They don't have nothing lighting their path to tell them, oh, okay, this is the way you're supposed to walk. Hey, but the elect, the scriptures say, Isaiah 30 and 20, though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, the Lord shall not put that your teachers in a corner anymore. All right. And you shall hear a word behind thee, telling you to go this way, go that way. So the Lord has set up the prophets, which men to teach you and to guide you, all right, into the right way. And see, Jake can't even get past that concept. Jake, I don't need no man, all men alike, all men alike. Well, damn. Somebody had to teach you your ABCs. Was they lying about that? Somebody got to teach you something.
Right.
Shit.
They got to teach you your college degrees and stuff
Oh
like
man,
that.
I don't never believe man. Don't believe man, believe God. But how you get to God? You get through God through man. There's an order.
Yep.
You got
Right. Well, that light allows you to perceive things. Like, well, this is that, that's that. So we're here to shed light, so people can have understanding. Have stability, but it's only for the elect.
That's right.
Back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6, it says, "Therefore, let us not sleep as others, but let us watch and be sober.
Yeah. Being sober-minded, okay? Not lost in the sauce, so to speak, okay? Not taking what the world is going in. I mean, what the world is doing, okay? Being sober because they're drunk off of the wine, all right? They're staggering, all right? They're staggering, okay? They have no control, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. Therefore, let us.
Hey, you gonna
Verse 7, it says, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Yeah, you got people wondering, you got people worrying about if they look beautiful enough. All right, you got people worrying about the most vain things you can possibly think of. How do I look in the mirror? How do people perceive me? All right, you got people worried about that more than what's going on in the world and how the world is, on an economic level, is being tarnished. This whole society is corrupt.
Hey, the majority of people aren't even making provisions for what's coming. They're not even, getting water. They're not getting supplies. They're not getting ready. Because in other states, the food supply is already diminishing at a great extent. Places like here in Milwaukee, it's not as much, but it's gonna come here too. So, but not to say that it's all about provision, making carnal provisions like food and water, but just
I'm gonna let you correct
an
it,
example.
because you got to spiritually prepare.
Yeah.
The main thing is you got to spiritually prepare for what's going on, because you can have all the food in the world. Shit,
Right.
You ain't got no hope. You through when the times is coming. If you ain't got no real foundational hope, and that's the truth, and that's what we've been trying to tell people. It's the principles of these scriptures. All right, this is what's real. The Lord said His word is faithful and true. It's a sure thing, and that's what He's been trying to tell us the whole time, man. His word has always been sure. Okay, it's been tried, it's been tested. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
Right. So our mindsets has to be towards what? All right. It has to be towards the truth. All right. Which is what the truth is, nigga. We need a miracle. All right. At the end of the day, with all this shit that's going on, you niggas need a miracle. All right. So you gotta start thinking like a pilgrim. Okay. You gotta have a pilgrim mindset. All right. Because everything around is gonna collapse. Looking pretty ain't gonna be good no more. That's gonna work against you, because you're gonna have these thirsty, wicked, weird ass niggas. And Wisconsin is known for the most weird. Buffalo Bill. What's the other dude? I think was he from Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have these type of people looking for you pretty women. So really, pretty is vanity. All right, and a righteous woman knows that. Okay. And it's gonna work against you when we go into a survival mode. America's about to be a survival of the fittest type of environment. All right. So stop lying to yourself on Instagram. All right. What the hell with them, man? Keep going. Let's go. Slack.
Verse 9. It says, for the Most High have not appointed us to wrath.
Come on, sister, you gotta stop with the vanity, Get the fuck out of here. Keep being vain. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, there you go. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath.
Right, so that's why we got the truth. And Jake, and for you brothers that's in doubting, and that feel some type of way, you didn't receive the truth so that the Lord can destroy you. All right. Now it's in some cases, that happens where the Lord will give you the truth to set you up, because you wasn't nothing but proud and wicked anyway, and you wanted some type of vainglory from it. All right. You're not gonna receive no vainglory from this. It's impossible.
Well, that's true for a lot of these for these other cats. know, they receive the truth. They got to understand it, but it's really for their detriment because they're not preaching the proper doctrine. They're not warning, warning Israel about the destruction that's coming, warning people to prepare. So they got the truth in vain, really. If you sitting around at this time promoting, familyhood and happy wife and all of that stuff like IUIC and all that, you got the truth in vain. It's about prophecy. You're supposed to be pushing the hell that's coming and warning Jake to flee from the times that's coming, man.
Yeah, that's 2 Ezra 14.
So like, what's the true nature of watching? You know, to watch the prophecies, watch for the prophecies, warn the people. If you're not doing that, then what else are you doing?
Right, exactly.
That's what we were bred. That's what we were bred to do. That's our job. Okay.
Our Father's business.
Yep, our Father's business, man. All right. That was our. This is our sacrifice. And if you ever, in that doubtful spirit, what am I here for? What the Lord put me here for? Well, the Lord, Jeremiah 29:11. The Lord knows the thoughts that He has towards us, and we got to trust Him. We have to trust that the Lord is for us, and that we receive this word for our salvation. And we got to build upon the foundation that the Lord has set up. You got it. That should be it on that. You can go with that.
2 Ezra 15.
Truth shall bring from the earth.
Okay, I got that. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 85, and I'm gonna go right to the point, verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
That's right, and that's what's happening. Okay, with all the judgments and all the things that's coming to pass, that's righteousness looking down from heaven. All right, that's truth springing from the earth. All right, the wicked being revealed in His time. All right, the elect receiving, the hopeful elect receiving the word of being sealed. All right, jump to 82 and 5, the Psalms. Or is it more?
That's it.
Okay.
Psalm 82 and 5, you said? All right, this is the book of Psalm, chapter 82, in the 5th verse, and it reads, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness."
What is that? Wickedness, okay? And the main proprietors of wickedness are the leaders of the society, the Edomites, all right? So everybody is walking in that darkness, all right? They walk, vanity is the biggest thing, man. Folly is the biggest thing, Jake walking around, they want to look nice for the girls. Like, that's vanity. Because you want to pop a chick, and that's where it ends. Your ejaculation, that's where it ends. Jake would get rob and steal and kill, sell drugs so they can have a nice t-shirt on and some nice shoes so they can pop a woman and have this clout. You see? And that's the end of it. The end of it is your ejaculation. All of that so you can bust a nut. And then most people have babies, all right? And those babies just become monsters. And that's what this generation you see. That's what they are. Revenge babies. Because the last few decades, the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, you're dealing with babies that come off of the drug epidemic, which was a pandemic among you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That was a war against you. So you got people coming off of all these different psychedelics. You got people coming off of all this, this baby making music, as they call it. All vanity, man. Just to name a few. Just
it's all part of that mass psychosis that Esau been pushing into the world, primarily unto Jake. To get us caught up in vanity, man. Things that and where no profit, man. Clothes, money, cars, clothes, and hoes. That's all the nigga knows. Biggie, That's all Jake is thinking about. I got a precept. It's 2 Corinthians 4:3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost."
right. So if you can't see that, that means you're just lost. You're lost. And think about being lost at sea. Think about being lost in the sea, and that's where people are at spiritually. And that is the worst type of lost. Okay, but that's how people are lost. People are really lost. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Right. So the God of this world is actually Satan. All right? The God of this world is a so-called white man who comes in the spirit and power of Satan. And what do they push to us? All vanity. All right? Social media, vanity. Vanity, vanity, folly. All right? That's all these people about. Okay? Not you per se. I'm not talking about y'all. Or maybe I am.
Hey, when the back of the dollar bill say, in God we trust, they talk about Satan. That's their God.
Yeah.
You know? That carnal, was pushed that carnal vibration, man, through Satan.
That's right. Go ahead.
I'm finishing this off. Psalm 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Right. So the foundations of the world are out of course. All right. Nobody lives off principle anymore. Nobody lives off virtue anymore. It's all vice. All right. It's all it's all wickedness. All right. Nobody lives off truth anymore. All right. And this is widespread. Y'all gotta watch the documentary, What is a Woman? All right. This is guy that goes around, he's asking all these transgender experts. He's asking them simply what a woman is. And they won't answer because of what? They have a fantasy-driven reality. All right? People are into fantasy-driven realities where they won't accept truth. All right, because they have way too much pride and they hate God. You should see this shit. This shit is amazing. This is mind-blowing. It's astonishing, the mindset of people when it comes to these falsalities that they accept over the truth. They won't even explain to you what a real woman is because they hate the idea so much. All right, they hate it so much they rather lie to themselves to get by rather than just deal with what's real. Okay, you got it. And you can go back to the art.
I got a preset.
I was gonna say the reason why they hate the idea is because they don't fit the description and the truth of what a woman is. Man.
That's right.
You bring out the preset.
You had a preset?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, yeah.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 3, and verse 19, and it reads, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world.
Right. So that light, which is the truth, it condemns the world. When you look at Yahweh Shai, he was born in under a Roman occupation, Edomite Roman occupation. And the reason why they hated him because is what? He spoke against the powers that be. You got it.
God. It says, and men love darkness rather than light,
Right.
because their deeds were evil.
Right. So they love the darkness because that's what they're privy to. That's what they're used to. That's what they're okay with. All right. Men love darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. They don't have nothing else to show for it. All right. And when truth comes, what? You got all the excuse to abandon the virtue, the truth. All right? You gotta watch the documentary, What is a Woman? All right? If we ask these people what a woman is, they're gonna run from the question. All right? And they're gonna be more absorbed with their fantasy-driven reality. You see? Yeah, I'm a smart black guy. No, matter of fact, I'm an Israelite. A child of God.
That's right.
Come get this work. You got it.
I got a preset.
I don't know. I like fucking with Esau. Sluck, y'all gotta forgive me. We're in astonishment. I embrace being a specter.
That's right.
You gotta embrace this shit, man.
Well, hey,
We got loads of white people walking past. Yeah, I love what I'm doing. I ain't finna cringe because you walk past. Fuck you.
So like
Pussy?
the scriptures,
Oh, you got it, my bad.
the scriptures say how we was going to be bold and stand upon our feet, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So what other the 2/3 ain't gonna come out here and stand up to the devil like that, man.
Hell
You
no.
know?
It takes faith, man.
That's right.
This is our faith on display. You know, the angels is watching us right now. You know, you probably got elitists that's watching us too, but the Most High is watching them. He the elite of the elite.
And then the thing is that we doing this for the Lord's sake.
That's right.
At the end of the day, and no matter what position we play, whether we teaching, we reading, whether we holding signs or holding posts, do it with your strength because you're doing it for the Lord. And I'd rather do that in front of a perverse and wicked generation than to be caught up and being alone with these motherfuckers who are condemned. You see, they're condemned. All right, it ain't no salvation. You know, the people understand that when that heat, when that thermonuclear fire touch their ass, and when they see them ICBM nuclear missiles in the firmament, you gonna literally have people shitting on themselves. All right,
Hey.
you're gonna have people dying where they stand. I don't want to be part of that dread. I'm sorry, I don't want to be part of that. No, hell no. You know.
That's if they even make it to that. There's gonna be so much hell going on prior to, like Jake going that first wave of shit. Jake gonna be bugging out, and afraid. But I got a precept to land back of what you just brought out about light entering in the world. This is Isaiah 60:1. Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, darkness shall cover the earth,
Right.
and gross darkness the people.
Right, and that's the obscurity. That's the wickedness. All right, they don't have the light. They don't have truth. They have wickedness as a guide, and they're stumbling. They're falling. They're dying. All right, they're corrupt, and they don't know why. This society is completely corrupt, and they don't know why. They're dying. They don't know why they're dying. They don't care. So think of that dynamic. They dying and they sad about it, but they don't care at the same time.
They just say, we all gotta die, so
That's not a way to
why-
live.
yeah.
That's a hopeless.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna regret all that. When you're on that deathbed, you're gonna regret all of that. Not only you, your family, those who you love, all of that. You got it.
Isaiah 60:2. For behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Jake be tweaking. See Jake go in the alley, look both ways. Nigga, we know you finna go smoke weed. Like that's one of the times it's coming, man. The police, whoever that's gonna be initiating this overtaking, they're gonna have Jake in such derision. All right, and they're gonna be mowing through Jake, man. Okay, go ahead.
This is back to the article. Homeland Security warns of violent extremist threat from NBC News. It says targets of violent extremists could include places of public gatherings, faith institutions, schools, racial and religious minorities.
Now that's already been happening. All right, but now they're saying this gonna happen on a wider scale. Okay, so this is gonna be the norm. It's gonna be normal. Okay, it's gonna be normal, and they're generating the conditions for this to happen.
Right, because when you go in that article, how are they able to predict these things?
Right.
Because they already they already got it planned out in the works, poured out of chaos.
Yep.
Chaos is being engineered right now.
You got it. Go ahead.
Oh, Salaki. But it says targets of violent extremists could include places of public gatherings, faith institutions, schools, racial and religious minorities, government buildings and workers, infrastructure.
He said government buildings and workers. So the government employees gonna be turning on the government. Wow, I wonder what the conditions are gonna be during these times. You see, it's already nationwide. The gas is at a record high of $5 and up.
You said $10 in California.
So I wonder what the conditions are going to be. All right, second is 850. So the conditions are going to be. This Department of Homeland Security. I'm not sure if you know, sir, but they're forecasting that there's going to be more. All right, terrorist attacks, sir. I hope you understand that. Okay. This is the Department of Homeland Security, sir. All right, go ahead.
It says, I'm going to read it again. Targets of violent extremists could include places of public gatherings, faith institutions, schools, racial and religious minorities, government buildings, and workers.
Right, say it ain't so. Like it ain't already been happening. Go ahead.
Government buildings and workers, infrastructure, the media, and anyone believed to be an ideological opponent.
Right, so now here's the blame game. And they've been playing the blame game like it ain't nothing. Biden, he said he pointed right to death. He said the gas prices, it was like what, $3, $4, $5, $6 some places, $7. All right, and he blamed Putin right out the gate. And Putin, it was Putin, he did it. I'm gonna buy them stickers off of Amazon.
He said that too,
Joe
yeah.
Biden did it. I did it. This whatever the hell that was. You got it.
Okay, but it says threat actors have recently mobilized to violence due to factors such as personal grievances, reactions to current events.
That means that people are going to be so distraught about the economic downfall of society, sir, all right, that they're going to be reacting to these situations. They're going to be reacting to the pressure. You see? That's what they're telling you. Now, I wasn't born last night, okay? And if Department of Homeland Security, did I say DHS?
Yeah.
If they saying that, that's like you slap your wife and you call her mama, look, she gonna call you and she gonna be saying all this crazy stuff, you know. But you can tell it was generated, man. That right there it says right out the gate that that's generated. Because you producing the conditions for people to go crazy. So that speaks to what my question is, how are the conditions gonna be? Second Ezra 8:50.
Book of Second Ezra, chapter 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Right. Read it again.
Second Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
So the miseries are going to come and consume this place. So miseries is what's going to be set up for people to go crazy, whether they be generated or whether it's just part of the CTD, the circling of the drain. So the miseries are going to come, all right, and it's going to stir people's spirit up, all right, and that's prophecy. See, don't get mad at us.
It says because they walked in great pride.
Yep, great pride. Hey, and then that's how you know that those are scourges sent for amendment. You see, because they walked in great pride. So now the Lord is addressing the pride through what? The scourges, the punishments.
Hey, you know what that reminded me of? Is I was looking at it, researching on the Great Depression in the early 1920s, and how people were investing. You know, they was taking out so much money out of the stock market, taking these loans, and they was proud about it. You know, the spirit of America was like, oh, we getting so much money, let's just live it up and be merry. But then the stock market actually crashed overnight. You know, yeah, and that mirth completely went away the very next day. You know, people just sitting around like all their life savings just disappeared. You know.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen again. But this time, there ain't gonna be no hope for betterment. This is gonna be, these are the birth pains. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse. So they're telling you, America's already, the Department of Homeland Security is telling you that look out for the terrorist attacks at the big events, at the churches, even in the federal employees turning against their workplaces. They're saying this. This has been going on. Okay? This has been going on. All right?
Hey, they got agent provocateurs to see that those things happen. They telling you to look out for these different things because they setting it up. They gonna, you know.
Well, and then it's gonna get so bad, but you ain't gonna have. It ain't gonna be just agent provocateurs. It's gonna be regular people reacting to the situation, the corruption of the economy and the downfall of the society. They're gonna make it so bad where people are gonna react. And a lot of people that's gonna react already know that it's being generated by their own leaders. You see? You got it.
Okay, but reading on, it says, threat actors have recently mobilized to violence due to factors such as personal grievances, reactions to current events, and adherence to violent extremist ideologies, including racially or ethnically motivated or anti-government, anti-authority violent extremism. Foreign adversaries, which can include terrorist groups and sanctioned government forces, also remain intent on exploiting the threat environment to promote or inspire violence, sow discord, or undermine U.S. democratic institutions.
Yep. Because ultimately, people are going to know that their own leaders are turned against them and they're generating the economic upset, all right? Or the economic instability, okay? So that $5 of gas nationwide, gas being, explain that to me, sir. Why is gas at $5 nationwide, sir? It's because they're generating it, sir, to make you uncomfortable, sir. You see? Go ahead.
I got that's the spirit, because I got the article right here. It says U.S. gasoline average price topped $5 per gallon in historic first.
See? We ain't lying to you. You mad because we out here telling you the truth. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. We only correcting y'all minds, you see? But it's coming from a nigga. That's why it's a problem. It's coming from that black nigga. That's why it's a problem. You see, go ahead.
It says June 11 Reuters. The price of U.S. gasoline averaged more than $5 a gallon for the first time on Saturday. Data from the AAA showed stating a surge in fuel costs that is driving rising inflation.
There's more to come. Those birth pains. This is just one aspect. This is just one aspect. Now, wait until they shut down your bank account. You got Jake talking about generational wealth. They got about 10 stacks in the bank. And that's set aside for, you know, maintenance of their business or whatever the case may be.
It's 400 years late. It's 400 years later on generational wealth.
Right.
Why do you think Biden is monitoring all the bank accounts above $600? They're gonna liquidate your ass.
And then they're going to hit you every which way. Cash going to be obsolete. They ain't even accepting. I ordered pizza I'm telling on myself. Ordered pizza the other night. Ain't none of the pizza places are accepting cash. You imagine that?
Tick, tick.
Hey, Salaki, you said they accepted cash, right?
Yeah.
I was at Festival Foods, right, going shopping after the gym. They ain't taking nothing but cards now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing but bank cards.
Fast.
So ain't no cash ain't no cash on bank transaction. They ain't accepting cash. So it's very gradually leading to that. You know? Go ahead, bro. I got some more if you want.
Go ahead.
It says the national average price for regular unleaded gas rose up to $5.04 a gallon on June 11th for 4.986 a day earlier. data show it said high gasoline prices are a headache for President Joe Biden.
Yeah,
Ain't no headache for that nigga. That
Yeah.
nigga doing the shit. That nigga got
He's
no
like,
headache.
yes. They want to fast forward this shit, man.
It said congressional Democrats as they struggle to maintain a slim control of Congress with
It's the big squeeze. That's what's happening in America. The big squeeze. To submit you people, all right, to get y'all to do what they already know y'all gonna do.
Gotta
Y'all
comply.
gonna rebel, yep, and then eventually y'all gonna comply. A lot of you gonna comply, a lot of gonna rebel, but they got contingency plans for that as well.
It's
You got the red force tracking. The red is a representation of the radicals who's not gonna listen, like us. And then you got like the people who's being aware of what Esau is doing. You know, the quote unquote woke people.
Yeah, yeah.
The resistance. Then you have the blue. The blue is the friendlies. This is war. This is basically a war tactic. What they're doing. Red is the enemy. Blue is a representation of the friendlies. You see, this is why they merging everything together. They know who YouTube account, what they're watching.
Right.
They know what they're commenting. They know what sites they're putting in on Google and these different outlets. So they know everything what you about. They know a lot of these motherfuckers are the blue. Y'all friendly. Y'all down with this society.
for some reason.
Oh, a microchip. Oh, that's gonna be cool. You know. But then you have the ones that's straddling the fence, so to speak, is the yellow, which they're gonna indoctrinate them in a re-education syllabus. And they already got there. They've been saying this for the last 2 years about re-educating. All right. In the economic forum, the World Economic Forum, they were speaking about re-educating. All right. They're talking about re-educating the world to the new society that's gonna come. You know. So this gonna change. Everything about to change. Go ahead.
It says high gasoline prices are a headache for President Joe Biden and congressional Democrat as they struggle to maintain their slim control of Congress with midterm elections coming up in November. So they talking about basically in 2024, do they want Joe Biden reelected? So they come into that choice, or they make it like a choice. Should we be the lead president again elected? You know?
Yeah, they talking about it all because we have the midterm. I think the midterms is coming up soon. So damn, it's really gonna be a racket. And whatever conditions America in which is gonna be worse by the time November. They've been projecting that's gonna be worse during the fall and the winter anyway. So people gonna be really roused up. And this is just how can I say, this is just a cakewalk right now. $5, wait till they get 10. And really it's really affecting how people are maneuvering in society.
Well, it's already on the video I posted in the chat earlier. It's already affecting the truckers.
Yeah.
Because diesel fuel is running out all through these states.
The
Man.
DEFs, the deaths.
You got trucks stuck at pit stops. You know what I mean? Because they don't have any more diesel fuel. You know.
One Issacharite was stuck. He was stuck
On the road?
Instagram. Yeah, he was stuck on the road for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. The pilot, and then you had Love's.
Yeah, Love's was out. They were all out.
Those
of gas.
those are the biggest gas
Truck stops.
contributors. Yeah, especially down south.
Yeah.
Especially down south.
So when you
That's
think
all you
about it-
have is pilots and Love's.
Oh no, I was gonna say when you think about it, you have the gas stations that can't even afford to pay for the barrels of oil and gas and the petroleum that it takes to fill up those tanks to feed the rest of the nation. So now the gas is running out, because the gas prices are being pushed too high, which is going to push the gas price even higher, which is ironic because there's a scarcity. So now the prices are going to go even higher because there's a scarcity because everybody has to get their money back. This is 2 Ezra 16:21. It says, in verse 20, it says, "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness,
See,
nor be always mindful of this." Matter of fact, I'll start up.
scourges.
I'll go to 18.
Finish that and then jump back. My bad. Because no, that's good. It's good. It's perfect. Because the people gonna still be doing this wickedness, and then they're not gonna be mindful of the punishments. The scourges are the punishments.
Yeah.
And Jake, no, they're not gonna consider that. Damn, the gas is $5. There's more violence.
Yeah.
They don't consider those things. So that's perfect.
I'll
Read it again.
2 Peter 16:20 says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah.
Behold,
Go ahead.
victual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
And that's the mindset, because people are all about convenience. And that's the trap. All right? Not by the so-called white man, it's by the Lord, first and foremost, above all, everything. It's the Lord that's trapping you people up. You see? And it said, hey, somebody get Daniel 4:17. Because you're gonna realize that the Lord ruleth and that he has control in the world that we know. And he's telling us.
It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth.
So more evils are gonna come.
Hey, go back one verse.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to jump back.
Yeah, I was supposed to jump back. I started at 20.
Yeah, go ahead. It was a verse that you said.
4:4:1.
No, it was verse 20. 2 Peter 16:20. It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness,
Right.
nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right. Go ahead.
Behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth.
Yeah, because people are still going to be able to do their day-to-day shopping and day-to-day spending.
Yes, that's
You know what I'm saying?
Talked about that last week.
Yeah, so they're still going to be able to, go out and get certain goods. It's going to be scarce. It's going to be, it's going to, be a little struggle. But the hope of this people is in the world and the economy is
Gonna bounce
getting
back.
back together. We're going to bounce back. We're going through hard times right now. We're going to bounce back, And that's the mindset. These people are just a little harsh, little situation that we're going through,
It says, and
So read that part again.
Yep, it says, behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yeah, so as much as the world is crumbling, these people still having this little hope that things are gonna get better. They think they're in a good case. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Yeah, shortages is gonna continue to come. Prices is gonna continue to rise. A lot of death is gonna keep on happening. Okay? The Lord is still gonna be plaguing. We're gonna be in the midst of a pandemic. Well, we're already in the midst of a pandemic now. So things gonna keep on kicking up. But these people's minds are so gone that they're gonna be wayward. That's the name, wayward.
Yeah.
They're so far gone that they're still gonna think that everything is gonna be good. That's why when you go into Matthew, it says that in the days of Noah, they're going to be eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage. So in the midst of all the hell breaking out, people are still going to have this vibration of fucking hope in this motherfucker, man. Until the Lord come, and that's when they shit going to get shut down. See?
And they call that cognitive dissonance, which is a form of psychosis, which means that you're not a reality. See, the people in this world is really psychotic, man. They don't grasp reality, man. And what the brother just broke down is the world isn't gonna grasp reality. They're still gonna do what the hell they want to do and think that everything's fine.
Yeah, the fantasy is the reality. They can't accept the reality because the reality is way too much. And really, people really are bugging out because of the reality and the condition of the world. They're really bugging out.
It says, then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
That's why that metaverse is going to be so prominent. It's going to be so wanted. Because people are going to want to escape what's going on in the real world, the outside world.
It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
That's right. So these things are set up for people to be destroyed, man. All right? So if one thing don't get you, the other thing will. Yeah.
It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
That's right. So it's going to be a lot of dead people. All right, which we've been telling y'all. All right, they're gonna be cast out as dumb. All right, as really discarded. All right, okay, go ahead.
I have a really quick. I have a tidbit from the United States inflation calculator. Now, they have a calculator where you can calculate the strength of the dollar from different time periods throughout the years. So from 1918 to 2022, it shows the inflation. I just put the year 2000 in there, and from the year 2000 to 2022, something that cost $1 in 2000 costs $1.70 now, and the inflation rate's at 70%. You know, and that's just regular steady inflation. We haven't even gotten into hyperinflation yet. You know,
That's a big difference.
yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So like the dollar, so as the dollars, this is how you calculate the dollar losing its value. And now what you're starting to see it in your reality with all of the lack of goods that are being sold. You know, Target's heading into recession. They got so much inventory that they can't even get out of the warehouses, that they're just taking losses on. You got gas companies like Love's and BP and British Petroleum and Mobil One, they can't even produce enough oil because the prices of the barrels are too high. You know, with that scarcity is going to create a higher rate of inflation, man. Because the prices are going to go up higher. Because they got to get their money back somehow. You know, and now that's going to end up perpetuating what? Theft, crime. Crime rate's going to go stupid. You know.
Yeah.
And then ain't no more gas, and the police ain't finna be coming to get your ass either.
Hey, no, remember when the
said
pandemic happened?
That's a true fact. That's a true fact.
Remember the pandemic? In the beginning of the pandemic? Remember, even in Milwaukee, they said they weren't going to answer.
Everything because they were scared of the pandemic.
Yep.
They still saying that though. That was I think brothers posted an article about that.
That's for all you
unless it's
women.
life threatening.
For all you women out there.
Y'all want some people do.
Through.
For all you women that think that you can dominate the household and that you can call the police on your man and that you can manipulate your relationship, all right? That's for you. All right, the police ain't gonna be able to save you. Okay?
I got some going with that with the dollar.
Yeah.
This is you got it. James 2. This is James 5:1.
That's the spirit.
You got it? That's spirit. This is James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
Yeah, so the riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. When you look at a moth, what comes with moth is mold. It eats away at fabrics and clothing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's an allegory for the United States dollar being eaten away by a moth. The economy's not going to bounce back. It's under a curse. The Lord put a curse on the economy.
Yeah.
So that's a prophecy, man, that the economy is not going to bounce back.
We would have healed Babylon.
Yeah, but she is not
She
here.
is not here. Take it all for her.
Yeah,
all the precepts, man. It makes so much sense right now.
Yeah.
All the precepts make so much sense, man. That's why the scripture says through our precepts I get understanding.
And I hate every false way.
Yep.
Because what you're going into, those precepts is the sure foundation. It's the sure word.
Yep. It's true.
Yeah.
Somebody hold on that. You got something?
Yeah, I got like a little article real quick. It's like
Is it on the money?
yeah, it's on the about the police department that we was talking about that. I did not respond.
Go ahead, then I'll finish this. Go ahead.
This is an article from the dailycaller.com. It says soaring gas prices keep Michigan Police Department from responding to some 911 calls. It says gas prices have become so high that one Michigan Police Department says that they have blown their fuel budget costs and cannot respond to all 911 calls.
And that's bullshit, though. Like, really, at the end of the day, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
They're not running out of nothing. It's bullshit. Okay, that's just bullshit.
Right.
But they're using, that's why the scripture says the insurrections of the workers of iniquity. Insurrection means like an uprising.
Yeah.
So Esau is causing the uprising, the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Let me get that real quick. Because all those are fear tactics, scare tactics, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna get the people to
Bring
to
that
lash
up.
out.
Yeah.
They're giving people excuses to do what the fuck they're gonna do.
Right.
If you think about it, they're gonna be
You know?
protecting their own.
Cause like think about it, how out of nowhere there's no fucking gas. Esau motherfucker.
And it ain't that it ain't gas. It's that they talking about the cost.
Yeah,
Like, why they
just
complain
hold
about
it.
the cost?
Yeah.
Like they
They
got
just
money
hold
to
it.
pay for that.
They don't
They
even
got
pay for that
federal
shit anyway.
Funding.
Right.
They got
Right.
federal
So how you gonna
funding.
get
Just,
Right.
yeah. But we're on something about 64 real quick, just off of what he just that precept. Because they're causing that shit, man. This is Psalm 64 and 1. It says, hear my voice, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Who's the enemy? Esau's the enemy. Okay? Which is the so-called white man. Okay, beginning with the elites. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay? So you have a conspiracy going on. A council, a secret council is basically a conspiracy. A breathing together, a group of men coming together, which is the Illuminati, coming together and they're setting up agendas and plans. That's the insurrection of workers of iniquity. And half of that, and part of that is them. They're really taking, they're halting the goods and necessities. They used it in the guise of the 19 by keeping the boats and the ships on the west coast. What is it, the west coast?
Yeah, no,
they keep it on the west
And the
coast.
West Coast on the-
The west coast and the east coast. Okay, so they're causing these things to happen. Now, when you're going to get your goods or you go get the your trailers or whatever it is, when they go and supply, export, import into the cities, they're not doing it no more. Why? Because they're slowly putting a squeeze on this place for anarchy. They need the anarchy to happen so they can produce pressure from above, pressure from below. Okay, or to add chaos. All right, so through their order, or through chaos is going to bring in their order. Esau been doing this tactic forever. They caused 9/11 so they can get certain bills passed. See, that's why when certain tragedies happen, what do? They go right on the pin. That's why the scripture says, "Once of them that divide, one to them that
Righteous decrees.
make unrighteous decrees." They cause things to happen so they can go and write with that in cursive. They sign there, write their curses in cursive,
Prescribed.
and they prescribe it, and they write it down. It's the witchcraft,
I got that.
so they can suck the people dry. That's what Esau's doing, man. But it all is filling biblical prophecy, though. Okay, right?
Very elaborate.
You know,
Very
you
elaborate.
got it. Go ahead. You got it.
Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed.
See, and write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, what's grievousness? The Preparedness Act,
Yep.
the NDAA. So they'll be able to take the goods from the people in peace times. And I was just looking it up. They say you taking energy, they're taking coal, they're taking food, they're taking everything that's distributed, they're taking basically your day-to-day necessities, man. Like the Apocrypha says that a man needs salt, water, iron. Get that, yeah. And what Esau's doing, he's taking that. He's taking that shit, man. This is the devil we dealing with, but it all fulfills biblical prophecy. Because I remember what Apostle John said it years ago, man. He said, look, y'all gonna know who that devil is, man.
Gonna show his horns.
Y'all gonna know who that devil is, man. Here it is, you got, the prophet's been out here all this time. Y'all been laughing, talking shit, right? You bitch ass niggas went to Biden and shit, you know? You bitch ass niggas went to Trump. Y'all go to every other fucking nation besides, that's why the scripture said, yeah, woe you to go to Egypt for help. And somebody can hold that on deck. See, you niggas going to this fucking devil, man. This devil got something for you. He got something for y'all. See, the scriptures says as well, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. See, we see the hell that's gonna come because we've been studying, we've been researching. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem El Shah, beginning with our apostles, man. You know. So the Lord been giving us this one up on the world, man. And we're letting you people know. So you can't say, oh, we weren't told. Oh, we didn't know. I didn't know. Alright, you niggas knew. You walk past, you scoff, you scorned, you laugh. You seen a video on YouTube, you scroll right past it. You listened to it for 10 seconds, they said something about the white man, you turned it off. You listen to it, say something about the goddamn black woman, you turned it off. You know? There's a lot of you motherfuckers out there, man.
And that's all it takes.
That's it. That's all it takes. Say something about the white man, turn the video off. Say something about the nigga woman, turn the video off. We cussing. Turn the video off.
That ain't the world I live
Or
in.
like the chick said, y'all, I like y'all messages, but you don't have to say nigga all
Shut
the
up,
time.
bitch.
It's like-
What he say? What correct said? That correct sound for
What did Minister Society? What Minister Society was the other?
Boys in the hood. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Go ahead, slide.
And that shit was funny.
It's you know, apocrypha. Yeah, what it say? Iron, water.
Bro, just
I got a precept.
Go ahead. Real precept, bro.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3, and it reads,
Perfect.
for when they shall say peace and safety.
Ooh, you know, start from verse 1. You got to start from verse 1 on that one.
Yeah. It's the book of 1 Thessalonians.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Book of 1 Thessalonians. Man, what was I at?
5 and 1.
5. That's a lot.
It's right there.
Book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1, and it reads, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
So of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. When we send these electronic epistles, we really just updating the brotherhood. We're just updating the brothers. Hey, remember this prophecy, remember that prophecy. Watch out for this, be circumspect, pay attention, this, that, and the third. There's no need for, you know, because we know. There's no need that I write unto you. Go ahead.
It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So we understand the time that we're living in, the Lord is going to cause sudden destruction. That's a thief in the night. He's going to come through the back door, so to speak. You know? While you ain't watching. Yeah, the Lord going to backdoor you niggas. While you niggas ain't watching, you paying attention, you following, the Lord going to come right through that back door, you niggas, man. Okay? And he's going to use Esau to do it. Go ahead.
It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Then sudden destruction gonna come upon you guys, man. And we're leading up to Yahweh Shai's return, but in the midst of that, a lot of things gonna hit you niggas as a thief in the night. Yeah. Not just the Lord's coming, a lot of things is gonna hit you niggas as a thief in the night. Okay? Just like the shortage, boom, out of nowhere. Breast milk, baby milk formula, boom, out of nowhere, gone.
get you women quick. We've been telling you, right?
You know?
Yeah. And you know it says sudden destruction. Now to the world it's gonna be sudden, but to us it's not gonna be sudden because it's already written.
Yeah.
These scourges that we're writing about are already been prepared. So the Lord is just firing them off.
Yeah, because like right now, something can happen within the next 5 minutes. That's a sudden destruction. We talking, we prophesying. These people is committing adultery. They waiting on the next game to come out. What is? I don't know what season we in with the sports. Basketball.
Baseball.
Championship.
Okay. Playoffs of basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah, it's still in basketball.
Oh,
But
shit,
football
okay.
coming up too.
Okay. Well, see, everybody they prepping for that shit.
Pride month.
Yeah, and then they prepping for, okay, well, basketball season's finna be over with, football season coming up, you know? So y'all minds is geared to everything else, and that's how the Lord gonna swoop in with come at you people with unawares, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yeah, so just like that baby's gonna come, whenever that baby pops, when they say she's crowning, see that little big ass head pop out that motherfucker, and come out, you can't stop it. When a woman begins to crown, meaning when the head begins to show, there's no putting that baby back in the mother's womb, man.
It's coming.
So that's what's gonna happen to the destruction. Once it start firing off, ain't no stopping it, man.
Hey, just to add to that, you know, it's just like when a woman goes into labor, right?
Yeah.
you can't predict when when a woman is going to go into labor. Man.
Yeah, she has
It
contractions.
just happens.
Yeah. But we know the build. Okay,
Water
now
body
she's
contractions.
finna. Okay, she's 10 meters dilated or
Yeah.
whatever. 10
centimeters.
centimeters dilated or whatever it is. So that it's starting to open up more and more and more and more. Into the baby pop. So the contractions is the various plagues and prophecies that's happening to that great day.
I got you right here.
No, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Precept. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack."
See, the plagues draw nigh and they're not slack. Okay, so we can name off some plagues. We got the famine, we got the pestilence, we got
Food shortage.
the food
Well,
shortages.
that is
Yeah,
famine, my bad.
Famine. Okay.
Economic crashes.
Yep. So we have these different plagues that's happening, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 28, "As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb."
Yep.
It's talking about the birth pains.
Yep.
You got different contractions. They get bigger and they build up as the final birth comes.
Yep.
And that's what we're in right now. We're in the first stages of that. It says, "Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth."
See, so the plagues ain't gonna be slack coming upon the earth. So that means the Lord is he's gonna unleash great hail on you people. What's the term? Surely, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Go ahead.
It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side."
Yeah, and the world is finna mourn. Y'all lives is about to change in an instant. Hell, people's lives is changing right now.
Yeah.
Shit, people deciding if they should catch the bus, ride a bike, jog, run. Shit, yeah,
Right, now you can go.
Shit, people.
Hey,
a lot
but
of
it's
bicycles.
changing people's lives.
Everybody,
it's
people's
really
lives are changing slow, man.
Right.
Especially for the Pope.
Yeah.
Niggas that's Pope, man.
It's a wrap.
They finna do the chaos shit first.
Yeah.
They at the pump debating on gas or groceries.
Yep, right.
They're like, "Damn, so I get fill up my tank or get some groceries for the family."
Yep.
Making life decisions.
10 for the house.
Right. Yep.
Do I want to eat today or pay my rent?
That sound like
I
me.
guess we eat today. Fuck it, the lights gonna go off
I
anyway.
got $20, 10 for the tank,
Fuck.
10 for tacos that day.
You can only go 2 miles with 10 miles.
Yeah.
I got a preset.
Yeah, you go do
Gallons
20,
of
you
$10.
go do 30 of that motherfucker.
Let me finish Barbecue Shop. Let me finish this right quick.
Go ahead, brother. I ain't-
That's like back in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief."
Yes, we're not in darkness. Isaiah says gross darkness for people. He's talking about the minds. So we're not in darkness. We have the light. We have the Holy Spirit upon us. We the real woke ones. All right? We are the real woke ones because we understand the process of what's gonna happen. Oh, the Illuminati, stay woke. Oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce and Illuminati, stay woke.
Hey, Sloppy. Talking about-
Yeah.
They played a video. All right, cut it right there. See that?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. See that? You see the 666? Stay woke.
Stay woke, y'all.
Y'all goofy asses out there.
TikTok ass niggas, man.
TikToking ass niggas, man.
That's called the Visica Pisces and shit.
You wanna know why? Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. All you 2-minute ass video niggas, man. 2-minute video niggas and bitches, man. That's Jake. Jake, he saw everybody TikToking the world away.
And really, they're watching the men of the Lord.
2-minute weak ass information. Some of it be good, but at the end of the day, what you gonna do? Huh? Hell, to all you high time, all you Alice Jones, you other economic conspiracy theorists, y'all giving out the information, but what y'all really gonna do when it comes?
Join the mob.
You niggas is gonna motherfucking fold, man. And if y'all ain't gonna fold, y'all gonna get y'all little militia groups and stock up and stuff, and y'all still gonna get y'all ass mowed the fuck down, man. Esau ain't finna play with you motherfuckers. All the ones that's working for Esau, they gonna stab you niggas in the back too. This is an elite thing. You useless eaters. Everybody's a useless eater, according to the Zionists. You know, everybody useless eaters, man. So in their mindset, we're gonna use you for the time being, then we're gonna take your ass out.
Yeah.
Never trust thine enemy. Go ahead. There's some more on that.
No.
That's all. This is Joel 2:1. It say, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So the Lord is coming, man. So this is the reason why we doing this, for a reason.
Yeah.
All right. So
Just
the Lord-
out here in the rain.
Right. We doing this for a reason, man. We doing this to save ourselves, man. Scripture say, work your own salvation to feel trouble, man.
Foolishness of preaching.
Foolishness of preaching.
Well, like we was listening to earlier, Elias Shalom, but he was saying that you know, he's saying like these people, they don't understand what the hell's going on. They don't. To us, to them we look crazy, but we are on our way back home. You know.
Yeah, we are.
They can't possibly understand how we feel about the world and, you know, our sentiment towards this place. You know, it becomes territory.
I got a quick stuff.
I got something.
Concerning the coming, you know, famine and engineered food crisis and shortages. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Yep, there we go.
And the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
So we just making it up though.
We making it up though.
Right, we making it up.
Sooner or later, you gonna go in the store, man. You gonna see your favorite food. It's gonna
No,
be
the white
gone.
man wrote the Bible. It's the white man's book.
Who wrote those definitions?
Fuck out of here. You niggas read all type of books and shit. Stupid ass.
Smart.
Fucking hate you.
Dumb smart motherfuckers.
But who wrote that book though? But where you get your literature? Where you get your literature from? Everybody gotta pick up something to read to get information. Right. Fucking idiots, man.
That's what we was talking about earlier. You gotta learn from somebody. Somebody taught you your ABC.
Research, nigga,
Right.
means you're researching something that someone else fucking searched out.
Yep.
Research. Go ahead.
The point I was trying to make is verse 24. Let's read it again. 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Man.
Yeah, that's leading the fact, man. You know,
Yeah, we
because
been,
sooner or later, y'all ass ain't gonna have no food to eat, man.
Man.
Especially fat motherfuckers.
They'll eat each other.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gluttonous eaters, man. Y'all gluttonous.
Because what Esau has done was the king's meat has became everyone's meat.
Yeah.
You got a McDonald's, a Burger King. In every city, you have a strip, like a strip way
Yeah.
of all the goddamn. You get KFC here, McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell,
Burger King,
whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Entrances to all the cities on the
Yeah.
highway and the truck stops.
Yeah, the truck stop. So
You know,
everybody is has been introduced to the king's meat.
Yep.
So everybody has that craving of all the luxuries. You know, eating is a luxury. You see, back then we were water, grain, beans, and certain things like that.
Fruits.
And niggas ain't fucking steaks every goddamn day, and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. No, man, you wasn't eating all that every goddamn day,
Shrimp,
man.
lobster.
You wasn't doing all that.
Nope.
I went to work yesterday and I pulled out an apple, man, and started eating the apple, man. Everybody was, Jake was looking at me crazy as hell, man. I'm like,
Bro, but
You
when
eating
the
an apple?
times come, we don't have the whole meal. Them apples will be, bro.
Man.
That's why I commend you on that. Cause I ain't ate an apple and that's just simple, but it's so valuable when you bite into that motherfucker. You ain't even gonna have that living fruit
On top of that, on top of that, Jake don't fucking juice, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a juice at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You basically getting all the enzymes inside your veins, man, in your body. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
They
make
don't
you
know nothing
more.
about health.
They don't know about health, man. They don't know about herbs, none of that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Esau gonna get rid of the herbs.
intermediate fasting.
Intermediate fasting.
Yeah.
Drinking water, just drinking water.
Yeah, they too.
Juice, I need juice. Juice. Pop, juice. Pop.
Kool-Aid.
That's all the fuck Jake drink. Pop, Kool-Aid.
And chips.
Yep.
They eat chips, Flaming Hots,
Flaming Hots.
Lays and shit, Doritos, man.
It's gonna be, you
know?
Salad.
Yeah, all that shit finna get done away with.
Mike and Knights.
Good.
Come on, man. All that shit gonna be gone. That's why the song places. It's gonna be on song, man. All your goodies and all your gluttonous eating shit, man. All that shit gonna be gone.
You sweet tooth ass nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a sweet tooth. You getting up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
Going,
candy bar.
niggas that get up at 2 in the morning go get a snack.
Yeah.
I got a sweet tooth. All right.
That's why they have 7-Elevens.
Yep.
Yeah, 24-hour IHOPs and shit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
What about what?
Yeah, all that 24-hour shit, that's gonna be done away with. Ain't no Denny's at 24 hours, no IHOPs at 24 hours. You ain't gonna be able to get food, man. Y'all think this is a joke? We've been beginning with the Apostle Great Millstone, man. Been saying this, man.
You know, I think
And
it's-
brothers is witnesses to it. We became witnesses of what's being written in the scriptures, and hearing the apostles say it, going into the scriptures. Now we're prophesying about it, and we're actual witnesses before these things even took place. We was
Yeah.
prophesying about these things that happened 10 years ago.
Yep.
The apostles,
Right.
12,
Yep.
20, 30.
Yeah,
You know?
place
So
to
now
put it
we
down.
hear at it,
Yeah.
it's like, hey man, this is true.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. Second Ezra 6:23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man shall hear, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
Yeah. Read that again.
Second Ezra 6:24. And at that time friends shall fight one against another like enemies.
Yeah, friends gonna fight against each other like enemies, man. Because for the simple fact, y'all friends now, but when the society collapse, y'all gonna turn against each other, man. All right? Y'all gonna shoot each other. Y'all gonna beat each other up. They're gonna break in your house. You're gonna break in each other's houses. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be robbing each other, man. You know? We live in a fake ass society, man.
And when you know what proves that already is happening because one of the preppers guys made a video and he was warning people of their neighbors and a comment on his video was basically breaking down how the neighbors was going into this couple, their neighbors were going into their stuff. They were looking in their stuff and another neighbor had told them that their neighbors was going through their stuff. You know, so it's already happening, especially among you Edomites. You know, Jake don't know what's going on until it crack, and then when it crack, that's when they gonna react. But when they react, it's gonna be way too late.
It's really gonna happen with Jake because Jake ain't neighborly or nothing like that. He saw they not know all their neighbors and shit. They gon' hey Tim, you got some.
But they be plotting on each other. They
Yeah,
just
that's it.
Hey, Esau is notorious for being smiling in your face and plotting behind your back.
Hey, girl.
How you doing, Jimmy?
You got more than me type shit.
You got that new grill? Be on their ass, boy. I'm telling you.
You got any pantry there, man?
They know what. Know when you getting paid and shit. You got-
Real quick, this Matthew 24:12. Because iniquity shall abound,
Yeah,
the
no,
love
it's-
of many shall wax cold.
That movie Purge, man. Remember the first Purge?
Yeah.
That happened in that movie, man. They knew the neighbors, the rich white neighbors, Edomite neighbors knew that they had certain stuff, and it was like, hey, yeah. Basically, you got that new job? Yeah, you got that new job. You jealous as hell.
$22 an hour, huh?
I see you bringing in a lot of groceries there. That's exactly what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah,
They
everybody gonna
who's
be watching
explaining.
everybody pockets.
Yeah. Pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
Don't have the lights on at night. In
Shades open.
a blackout.
Yeah,
You
Right.
you might as well. You better act like you ain't got no lights.
yeah.
And people gonna be afraid to go to sleep. They gonna just be up all night just trying to guard over their goods. Like somebody gonna break in their house.
Hey, it's gonna be war. You're gonna have to have shifts.
Yeah.
You go to sleep,
Right.
and you go to sleep, and I'm gonna stay watch. And when and we're gonna rotate this shit. It's gonna be war, man. That's anarchy. It's gonna be war-like times, man. People gonna be plotting. People gonna be planning shit, getting together. People gonna be betraying motherfuckers. Like he got this. We're gonna befriend him until we get this and that. And then we gonna Chop his ass up. Go ahead, Al.
This is a little bit more in there. Just finish it out. Second Ezra 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and 3 hours they shall not run.
Okay, we're gonna get like after this piece.
So the earth is gonna stand in fear, because everybody it's gonna be nothing but fear throughout the land, man. So everybody gonna be wondering about how they gonna provide for themselves, man. It's just gonna be terrifying in that day, man.
Cut it. Cut it right now. We went right back.
Cut it.